Hey, what's up everybody? This is Kevin. Thanks for joining me once again here at Midwest Woodcraft. We're back once again for another installment of the Spirit of the Woods Weekly Challenge. This is challenge number 13, the raised bed platform. Hopefully this will pass. I'm going to be using a USGI poncho as my bed in a leader bed style. I'm going to lash a couple of tripods at each end, have a couple of rails going down the sides, and I'll have my poncho wrapped around them poles, kind of like in a stretcher bed or a leader bed style. Done this before with a canvas sleeve. It worked out really well, so I'm looking forward to this. Stay tuned guys, we'll see what I come up with. Okay, I got me a stack of spars here. Luckily, I'm in a state park. I was kind of limited to whatever was laying on the ground, what was already dead, but they had been doing some clearing out, and I found kind of a brush pile where they'd been cutting down some of these saplings, and all I really had to do was delimb these. So I made out lucky there. So I'm going to kind of sort through these, figure out which ones I'm going to use for my tripod, which ones I'm going to use for my side rails, and then we'll get them cut down the length, whatever size we need, and we'll get fabricating. Alright, I have my poles for my tripods, so we'll get them lashed up. I've got a few other poles over here, so I got more than what I need. We'll pick the two stoutest ones there for rails for the sides, and then we'll be cooking. So as you can see there, I skipped a few steps. My camera was not liking the hot weather, kept shutting down due to high temperature, so I just turned it off, set it off to the side while I built this, and I hope it's cooled down enough where I can capture all this. But you can see I have my two tripods stood up there, lashed together. I have my two rails with my USGI poncho in a leader bed style. Saw Sean Kelly from Corporal's Corner, a few other guys do this. Seemed to work out pretty good. I have done this style of bed with a canvas sleeve before, and it worked out really well. Got a real nice night sleeve, and I plan on doing that again. But I just thought I'd try the poncho today, see how that works out. I did sit on it down here at the end, and I kind of popped some of the snaps, so I took and tied the grommets with some paracord. You can see it hanging down there. There's grommets at each end, and then in the center where you can convert this poncho into a tarp, I took and tied those grommets together with some paracord to keep them, if all them buttons unsnap, it should still hold me up at least most of the way. But enough with the yakking, let's climb on there and see what she does. Well, as you can see, it's holding my 200 pounds pretty well. I did pop some of the snaps on the bottom when I got in, but this is an old poncho. I've had this poncho about 10 or 12 years, and it was well used whenever I got it. It was a hand-me-down, so it's working out pretty good. My snaps might just be a little worn out. Maybe that's why they're popping so easy. But tying the grommets together definitely was a good move, because quite frankly, if I wouldn't have, I'd probably be on the ground right now. But where I tied this top one underneath me has tightened this area here up, and I don't know if you can see that on video, but it's giving me a nice little natural pillow here. So I really wouldn't need a pillow or anything under my head. This feels really good. It's not very breathable, of course, because it's a poncho, so I would use canvas or something like that in warm weather like this. But if it was a more mild or fair night, this would work out really good. So get out and give it a try. I've seen a lot of good videos on this. Of course, Canterbury has one or two or four. Sean Kelly over at Corporal's Corner. My good friend Daniel Bombard, YouTube to be determined, has done a lot of pictures of his setup, and that always looks really good. So get out and give it a try, guys. It's really comfortable. I really appreciate the challenge, Jake. Another awesome challenge. They're getting a little bit more challenging, which is to be expected as we go on. Next week will be week number 14. We've been going at it for a while. There's 3 of us left. Everybody's doing an awesome job. Really like seeing what you guys are coming up with. Anyhow, guys, I'll see you next week. Get out and practice. See you in the woods real soon.